Welcome back to day one of Div 2 New Zealand Ultimate Nationals. I am Lucy Ashford and I am here with
Sean Gardner
and Oliver Swanson.
And we are very, very excited to be watching this, what I'm expecting to be quite an exciting game.
Very exciting, very exciting. A little bit of bias. Sean has played for Equilibrium before, so he knows all the names out there, and he'll be your man in the booth.
Thanks for calling me out on that one, Oliver. Appreciate it.
But that's fantastic because you're going to know all the ins and outs of what they're going to be doing, and you can talk about it.
Boy, I can't wait for this one.
All right, we have the first ball coming up.
First ball going up in this game. It's Equilibrium Luminance versus Patchwork.
And that looks like it was Ruhlman with the pull.
Seeing Shona with the disc now. My apologies, it's Smith. I've already fumbled, guys. It's not a good start. Disc going up on the sideline. Womack bidding for it. In and out of the hands, unfortunately. It's a turnover. Patchwork on the disc. Swing it into the middle. It's Stephen Buck who puts up a big shot.
Oh,
Ruhlman's under it.
There.
Comes down with it.
Oh.
Continuation into the end zone. And it's Kieran Hawthorne for the score. And Patchwork on the board early.
Got to say, that was a really nice shot.
That was a lovely
Ruhlman
shot.
Had a lot of separation. It was great.
She was wide open down there. She was on an island by herself. You can see that disc on the replay swing into the middle. Stephen Buck with a cannon of an arm.
Oh, he does have an amazing long put.
Wide open down there for Ruhlman. And it's a simple continuation pass into the end zone for a wide open Kieran Hawthorne to put Patchwork up 1-0 in this game.
And I believe that's a break to start the game off.
It is indeed.
Yes.
Ooh,
For the viewers at home,
spicy start.
what does a break mean?
Oh, well, why don't you tell us?
Well, it means the team that was coming down on offense turned the disc, and the team that was on defense scored with the disc. So they came out and broke them to start.
Well said.
Fantastic.
Here we see Stephen Buck with the disc now. He's going to look to put this one in the back left corner of the end zone. A big chase from Patchwork to put pressure on this Equilibrium team. Gearing up that cannon arm, and it's a lovely floating pull. It will go all the way into the back of the end zone here, and it will drop down in bounds. What a pull.
Equilibrium is going to fight to get this out. Oh.
Looks to see Chambers and Jadeja working up the disc now.
Oh, some great cuts happening.
Here we go. Hogan is under it.
Oh, great take.
Puts the roof up. Gets up in the air,
options.
gets big.
A pick has been called.
Ooh. Before or after the throw?
While we
picked.
My apologies, Swanee, I cut you off. My apologies.
Oh, yeah, looks like there was a pick.
So the disc is going to go back to Hogan, and they're going to, it appears, Katie Beswick is going to make up that space that she lost on the pick to Larkin, number 17, for Equilibrium.
And for our viewers at home, a pick is essentially where you were obstructed following your line to follow your player, and you can call that pick, and then that goes back to the previous throw.
Chambers with a shot up the line there. Unfortunately, just misses Larkin, but it does put Patchwork in a bit of a sticky situation, having to work the disc up from their end zone line. Let's see if the Equilibrium defense can put some pressure on as Jadeja gets a sniff at that disc.
We have a deep opening up right now. Unfortunately, it was looked off.
Jadeja coming through and getting to that defense, but looks like there might be a call there.
Foul has been called by the looks of it.
Great hand signals by the Equilibrium team right now.
Yep.
Making it really easy for us.
Rachel Larkin. I'm pretty sure she looked directly into my eyes as she did that. She knew I needed to know.
She knew it. That's that spirit captain in her really coming out.
Exactly. Oh, yep, contested.
We're going to see a contested call there.
Yeah, so it goes back to the previous throw. Some great spirit there.
Just checked in here. McClanahan on the mark. Putting on a lot of pressure and forcing the turnover.
That was great defensive pressure. Looks like they're setting up with 3 handlers as well. So we've got Hearn here on the mark.
Chambers wants to look to the end zone.
Ooh.
Comes back to Jadeja in the middle. Chambers putting up a shot, looking for Hogan.
Oh,
coming down with it.
Take. Absolutely beautiful hands.
Nice and calm with that one, with the pressure coming in on Hogan, and he says, nah, it doesn't even faze me. Cool, calm, collected with that one.
Just beautiful to watch. And again, that movement, the trust that they were like, yeah, I can put that into space. You were going to run onto it and you were going to take that down. Just shows them a great teamwork there. Oh, and there's a nice backup there as well.
Always pays to have that backup.
We were talking about that earlier. Honestly, just like a great strategy, isn't it? Having that person there just to assist, make you feel comfortable as you take down that risky throw.
Oliver, you know a lot about backing up in that last game, in that showcase game. Your first score was you running onto the disc after the bid went up.
Yeah. How good was that? Yeah, amazing. Sorry. We're focusing on this game, Sean. What's happening?
We're going to see Equilibrium looking to pull here. They're going to come down on defense. It's Chambers with the disc.
We're just waiting for a hand. Oh, one is up.
Pull coming in. Chambers going to let a big one rip.
Oh, what a beautiful
Lovely pull.
Yeah, yeah. All the way into the end zone.
Kieran Hawthorne's going to need some help to get it out of there right now.
Looking for Chris Beswick there. Gets it into the middle of the field. And like back to Hawthorne there.
Is that a zone we see?
Oh, it is a zone, and that's a beautiful hammer going up. Oh, great pressure there from the Equilibrium team.
Jadeja gets up, gets big, and gets the defense there. And a quick throw to McClanahan. Strike up the line, no. Looking deep for Womack.
Oh, What can I say?
What a score!
That was a great take there by Tom Womack. And a great put. Who put the put up?
I believe that was Chambers with that shot.
Fantastic.
Let's have a look at this on the replay. Hawthorn with the big hammer. Jadeja gets under it. No, it was McClanahan with that shot. My apologies.
Fantastic. Great teamwork there. Once again, showing so much trust in their players. He's like, yeah, I can see Womack. The vision is there, and I'm going to throw it for him.
And it was beautifully put in front of him, just so that defender could not get a bit on it.
Ben McClanahan, now, he played for Wild Kitchens in the last men's season.
Kitchens or Wild Kittens?
Wild Kitchens, yeah. No, it was a play on the word Wild Kittens.
Oh, yep, nice.
Shout out to Nicholas Whitlock for fumbling that one in training, and we've had that name ever since. But yes, he's been putting in a lot of work. He was very eager to get involved in this Equilibrium team, and his involvement in this game is already paying off nice and early with an assist.
Absolutely.
We're going to see Kieran Hawthorn picking up the disc now.
Equilibrium coming out on his own again. With Josh Hogan up front with those very long hands, making sure that it's really hard to get it around.
Great take from Sam Ruhlman. As you say, though, Equilibrium are putting some great pressure on him.
That's some amazing pressure. Oh.
Just put up. It's a big shot.
Oh!
Amazing pressure from the deep there. I believe that's Cohen.
It is indeed.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, and right, right away.
Oh, an amazing bid to try and keep it off the ground.
Oh.
Hawthorn with the defense, getting the disc right back.
Oh, Steve
Davidson nearly picked that up.
Oh, that wicked elbow.
Floating this one. Gatsby getting another one. Another D stat.
Just some great reads there, hey.
What can I say?
He goes to the library.
He does indeed. Swinging this disc to McLeod in the middle. And it's intercepted by Stephen Buck. In dangerous territory.
Oh.
Patchwork.
Fantastic. Ruhlman just has, honestly, one of the best reads of a disc on any receiver that I've ever played with. Just fantastic.
She makes it look incredibly easy.
It's annoying, isn't it?
It is very.
She's fantastic.
Fantastic to have in your team.
Absolutely.
A pain to play against. Sam Ruhlman.
Yeah.
We can see here a couple of the Ds. It's Cohen getting that one.
Oh, just tipped it on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Nearly picked up by Davidson there.
What a bid as well. Just really showing that commitment to the game.
Interception by Steve Buck. Sees a wide open Sam Ruhlman. Just floats it up nicely to her.
Great vision by Buck there.
And great vision by Sam, being eyes up enough to know that they're now playing offense and she needs to get to that end zone.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about how that ability to switch so quickly between O and D is just invaluable in any team. Would you not agree?
I would 100% agree. Yep. Would you agree, Sean?
Absolutely.
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 Okay.
We see Katie Beswick with the disc here.
Ah, fantastic.
Looking to put up a big pull here.
Yes.
Equilibrium with a hand up, showing their signal for readiness.
Oh, that is a nice pull.
It's going to float beautifully in that wind. McLeod taking it down, finding Chambers straight away, and they're going to build up a quick 1-2 to get them underway. Chambers looking for a deep shot. Looking for Nixon.
Oh, unlucky. That was a very quick turnover there.
And again, Patchwork being switched on enough to just switch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Briggs in the middle of the park there.
That was a great cut by Briggs.
A wonderful undercut. Big put going up. Unfortunately fading out.
Yeah, we were saying earlier that that Wellington win, the gusts, just really does sometimes just takes you by surprise.
Absolutely. And while it's not a traditional Wellington gust, it is cunning enough to deceive a couple people if you're if you haven't quite got the edge control on that disc. It can pick up and send some of those shots array.
Oh, that was a great look. Some great D there.
We're going to see a hand block here.
And
Oh, we might have a discussion.
no call.
Hogan getting big on that block. Impressive.
Very dicey, very dicey. But it was a good hand block.
He's a big bit of timber to get around that man. Very tall, very lanky.
And active.
Very active.
Oh, he wants it. Is he going to get the bookends?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, go on, big fella.
And he gets the bookends.
Go on, big fella.
Oh, and that brings us the score to 3-2.
What a series. Josh Hogan.
Awesome communication. You can see he kind of points out into that side. And Blake just puts up his classic hammer.
As
Blake
soon
loves
as
those hammers.
Yeah.
Indeed. As soon as Hogan took a step out in that space, Blake knew immediately just to put that hammer up.
Hey, and if the wind isn't blowing, why not use those throws?
Well said. What a score. Equilibrium.
You can see coach here just giving them some instructions, last minute advice.
Clayton Diath down there in the suit.
I was going to say, he's looking very dapper.
Very
Very,
dapper.
very. I imagine he's quite hot wearing the suit shirt. He was supposed to be playing this weekend, but unfortunately an injury has kept him out, so he's taken on the managerial role for this Equilibrium team.
I think that is just a true Equilibrium spirit. It's they really are like all for one. They're a team, they're a club. Fantastic.
Patchwork on the disc here. Looks to be a bit of a zone look for Equilibrium.
Sort of a 2-3-2 from our perspective at the moment.
Yeah.
With Rachel really working that middle area.
Getting one through there, the Briggs.
Oh!
Those
Take it
lanky
out,
arms.
I was gonna say,
Beautiful
the length.
defense by Womack there.
The length, What are you going to do? You can't teach tall, but it's awesome if you are.
Amen.
Oh.
And he's
Oh,
going
big
for those
shot.
bookends. Can he do it? Oh, unlucky.
Played slightly too far left.
He had to get on his bike for that one. He was really one of those bookends. He was gunning it down there. Looking middle, finding Briggs again. She's been getting wide open in that middle space.
Yeah, she's really owning that. Is that Hawthorne?
It is
Working
indeed.
it round with Buck. Some great movement there to Kim Ross.
Big swing, finding Beswick.
Oh, sorry, Beswick. Apologies.
Shot going up. Jadeja coming down with it. Getting the D.
Oh, great take there.
Brazo
Yeah.
with the disc there, swinging it to Davidson. Now with McClanahan.
Ooh. Oh, once again looking for Womack deep. Can we get it this time?
Just a bit too many wheat bix this morning, a bit too much power behind that one. Big shot going up. Unfortunately, Doran can't get under it. It's deed by McClanahan. Jadeja with a hammer into the end zone.
Oh!
Look at Davidson.
Even through the
Goodness.
contact.
Yeah,
Amazing grab.
absolutely.
Finding that gap. Davidson came out of nowhere there in that one.
Yeah, I think all eyes. Womack drew the defense out for him to sneak in and grab that disc. Fantastic.
Snuck it in there. Jadeja found the gap there. And Davidson said, I'll meet you there. Yeah, as you said there, Lucy, Womack just drawing all that attention.
It's like, look, I'm
all that
really
tall timber, yeah. And Davison sneaking in to get the score to put Equilibrium up by 2. Still early in the game, though. Still plenty of Ultimate to be played.
Absolutely.
Oliver, question for you, mate. Now, if you're a coach or a captain of Patchwork, down early in the game, still a long way to go, how do you get your team motivated to keep pushing through? What are you saying to them?
That is such a tough question. I don't really think they're down enough to be getting in the slumps right now. I think they're still in this game, very strong still in this game. They're getting turns, we've seen that. I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing and protect the disc. Look after it when they've got it.
Well said.
Thank you.
And what do you think, Lucy?
I agree. I think they're very much still in this game. They've got some fantastic players, and I believe they are a pickup team. So the more they play together, the more they're going to gel, build those connections. So yeah, I don't think we can count them out just yet.
Well said. We see the disc collected, swung immediately to Buck in the middle of the park, and Beswick finding down the line.
Oh, some amazing movement.
Great vision.
Finding Hames there.
And then we slow it right down to get that movement again. Some great ultimate.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely patience on the disc against this equilibrium zone.
Just some great flow here. Got to say the zone is working quite well though. They are pushing them to move backwards or towards their end zone.
Yes.
So it is also great work by their defense. Oh, great turn.
Unfortunately, just a little bit overthrown there, and Jadeja in that deep space just to pick it off nice and easy. And a big shot going up. Looking for Cohen.
Oh, snatched up by the Patchwork defense.
And straight again into that beautiful flowy movement.
While Equilibrium is hustling to set up that zone again.
Oh.
Working that middle space beautifully is Patchwork on the disc right now, number 8, Hadzia.
Oh, that was great vision there from Buck.
Finding DeRuyter. And back into the middle of the park. Number 80, Sardon.
Oh, great vision. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, it's wonderful patience from Patchwork there. They worked that disc up really, really nicely. Unfortunate drop. Let's see if they can get a quick turn here and continue to put that pressure on this Equilibrium team. Big shot going up. Looking for Nixon in that deep space.
Oh. That was a really great run there from Nixon, but looks like the edge just caught it. The wind just blew that edge a little bit too far.
And we can see Equilibrium setting up that zone again, which is a prime location to do it. Down the other end, force some swings, and hopefully one of the swings will turn. That's what Equilibrium wants, not what specifically I want, of course. There we go.
Yeah, that
Big
pressure.
turnover.
There it is.
Want. And now Patchwork is hustling to get defenders on these players. But Equilibrium taking their time to walk up to the disc.
Gonna see Jadeja looking to pick this up. On an IO shot going up, looking for Cohen. Unfortunately, a little low. And it's turned over. Patchwork looking to work this disc up once again.
And naturally we see the zone again. And the conditions are getting more and more zony. I can feel the wind picking up a little bit. It's working it. Oh!
Chambers getting a hand to that disc and forcing the turnover. He's been an absolute workhorse for Equilibrium this season, and it's showing in this game. He's everywhere at the moment. Big IO shot going up, looking for Nixon.
And the greatest attempt?
I believe that was. Nixon was running down for that one, nearly got a piece of it. And yes, as you say, Oliver, the wind's certainly starting to pick up now. You can feel it. For those watching, it's the wind is moving from left to right.
And we did just see sort of a sideline trap coming from Equilibrium. Their arrow had altered a little bit.
And a quick turn. Jadeja, unfortunately, not finding the receiver there.
This is definitely one of those points where it's gone on so long, everyone wants it to be over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about that mental resilience, isn't it? Which team can just keep going and just keep putting, like, working it up, working as a team.
We see that zone having some more gaps in it now.
Oh.
And it doesn't matter. Never mind, there's a call on the field. Potentially a foul or a strip call.
Well, that's tight.
That is tight.
Lots of bodies in the area.
Yeah.
So for our viewers at home, this is just a reminder that Ultimate is a self-refereed sport. So when we're making calls, it is discussed between players, and then they will come to a decision. And if it's contested, it'll go back to the previous throw, or if it's accepted, then they continue play.
Yes, and we could see Rachel Larkin running on the field then, and Ali Kinross having input so that those newer players, they can have those rules explained and understand them a little bit better.
And so that's a function of a spirit captain, which every team has a captain and a spirit captain, sometimes two of each, depending, particularly in mixed. You might have a male and a female matchup player that fulfill both those roles.
Lovely vision by Buck through the middle there.
And some great cuts here from, I believe, is that Hadzir?
Hadzir?
Yeah, really working it through the middle.
Big shot going up.
Oh,
Gus is there. He gets up to it.
Jadeja once again in that space. He
just a beast.
has been roaming that deep space this entire game. Nothing, I don't think anything's got past him just yet.
Not quite, no. He's always there. Hogan with an early cut coming under now, wide open.
That's a lovely undercut, getting good yards there, finding Chambers now.
Quite a few people in that open side lane, but he
Big
still
shot.
puts it up. Cohen's got some help with Nixon coming up on his right.
That's a lovely shot and a great take by Cohen.
Whoa. Oh,
Scarily close. There is a call that's been made or being discussed, and it's called in.
Called in.
oh,
What a
great
point.
Jadeja running the full length of the field to get that score.
He just wanted to put it away. He wanted to finish the point.
The bookends for Gus.
Absolutely. And once again, it's so great to see these teams just fighting every throw till the end.
What a throw from Chambers
Yeah,
to
that was
Cohen.
really nice.
That was a lovely put, floated beautifully.
And really good acknowledgement by Nixon to be there to support Cohen on that first catch. She's chasing it down, as we can see on the screen right now. A little bit of a distraction that opens up that gap for Gus to get in there and
Yeah.
put it away.
Coach Clayton just going through again.
I assume
Really is. He looks the part of the manager.
He really does.
he does.
He
I want to see his
does.
shirt tucked in though.
Yeah, true.
It's been a long day. He's obviously had to take it out.
We've got Rachel Larkin there. Looks like she's going to take the pull. Oh,
Comes high, comes towards the commentary booth over here.
Took out a water bottle as well. Going to see Katie Beswick coming in to pick up the disc here and get Patchwork underway on offense.
looks like we might be setting up a zone again, Equilibrium.
Swinging middle, finding Hawthorne. Back to Beswick now. And back into the middle, finding Rawman wide open.
Seems to be that 2-3-2 that they pulled out a couple points ago.
And Patchwork with this beautiful flowy offense again.
Just making them run back and forth.
Oh, great.
And a
save.
lovely grab.
Oh, and the vision
Oh.
across
By Hubbard.
the field.
Oh.
Big shot into the end zone.
That was a great take there.
Doran coming down with that one. And that will end the drought for Patchwork. They get another one on the board.
They're still in it.
Well and truly, this game is not over. Big shot by Hubbard there in the end zone. Just finding that gap in the zone to put a shot up and
Absolutely.
finesses one in there.
I'd say as well, they only seem to be building in their connections and confidence as this game goes on. It's just awesome to watch. It looks like Briggs will be pulling for this one.
Yes, and another lady point, so that means that one of the female matchups is pulling, and this is Anna Briggs in this case.
Yeah.
Pulling slightly upwind. There is a breeze, and it is picking up towards the disc right now, so she's going to have to really put some flick on this to make it go far. Signaling ready, and the Equilibrium team is still having a little chat.
Pull going up here.
Oh, a lovely pull.
Beautiful. Oh, great take there by Mel McLeod. Oh.
Try to find Schnauer up the line again. Unfortunately, just a little bit of an overthrow and the disc will turn. Womack setting that zone once again up front. The tall timber. Looking through the middle, finding Doran, and what a lovely shot around. And just popping one up to Hawthorne in the middle. Wide open is Zamri down there, swinging to Beswick.
Oh,
What a
Perfect
sniff.
continuation cut.
Oh!
He goes to ground to try and save it. An amazing bid, but unfortunately just out of his fingertips.
They were jousting for that one down there. That was exciting. Disc in, it's McClanahan. Finding Smith up the line. Continuing to Schnauer. Finding McClanahan. They're working it beautifully between the three of them. And a big shot going up. Looking for Womack in the deep space.
Oh!
Oh!
And once again, showing that backup is just the best.
Helps to be a seagull. Helps to be a seagull.
Absolutely.
McLeod coming down with that one in the end zone to give Equilibrium another point.
I've got to say McLeod as well. She's one of those players that she has great vision on field. She knows exactly where to be. She's always there. She's that safe pair of hands. It's just, yeah, fantastic player.
See that again on the replay. We see this attempt on defense
Awesome
by
pressure.
McClanahan, and Hubbard nearly getting a hand of it on the lay.
As you say, really jousting for it.
A big shot from McClanahan going up, looking for Womack.
Ah,
McLeod is there in that space to come down with
scooping
it.
up.
I'm sure that was the intended receiver, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So we've just been told that it is a game to 13. So therefore, if Equilibrium can come down with this point, it means that it will be half-time. So what do you reckon, guys? Hard to predict.
It's very hard to predict.
They have to break to get halftime right here. And then I'm not sure who started on offense, but who comes out after halftime? Do we know?
I think that's Equilibrium.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a fantastic movement here. Woolman finding the space through to Hearn.
We're seeing that zone again, that arrowhead. So 3 up front trying to force swings, and then eventually one of those swings hoping to turn, and Equilibrium can't quite get the break.
That was a beautiful shot.
Zhang picking that one up. It was wonderfully worked by Patchwork there.
Finding the gaps through the middle.
Rallman once again finding herself a wide open space.
And that final gap just...
Oh, what a lovely throw as well. Just weaving it across the wind.
yeah. Unfortunately, the Equilibrium's deep was split. There was 2 Patchwork defenders cutting to different sides down there. He had to pick one, and it allowed them to just open up that gap a little bit.
Sardon with a lovely throw there. Finding Zhang for the score. To make it 6-4.
Yeah, 6-4 currently. It's anybody's game.
Kieran Hawthorne coming up with the pull. Equilibrium coming downwind, and if they hold this, we go to half-time. There's manager Clayton on the sideline.
Yep.
Just hanging out.
He's looking very relaxed. Here we go, Hawthorne put up a big pull.
Oh, nice.
Gets it to about the brick mark.
Great work there between the 3 handlers.
Chambers looking to cook once again and can't find Cohen there. It's a great run through D by Doran. And a big shot. Hawthorne putting up a big one, looking for Beswick.
Oh!
And that is a break.
Oh, it's a tight game now.
Here we go, folks. Strap yourselves in.
This is what we came for.
Get comfortable at home, folks.
Yep, this game's heating up.
Patchwork on the comeback train.
Choo-choo!
Lovely D by Doran here.
Just so good.
Put the wheels on.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
I wish you would do that too, Oliver. And a lovely read by Chris Beswick down there as well to read the D. To read the disc.
And great pressure by Chambers, just jumping slightly too high. Maybe the...
Yeah, too early.
Ooh.
Such a hard, with the sun in your eyes as well, it's so hard. It can, yeah.
And you never know if the wind's going to pick up the disc slightly or push it down.
Exactly. Got to make your best judgment call, I guess.
Now we have Equilibrium coming out on offense upwind, Patchwork defense downwind. It'll be interesting to see if Patchwork pulls out his own this game. I know they are a pickup team, but...
Well, but they're looking at the lineup, I reckon they could.
Yeah. They obviously have those connections.
Yeah, and they have that experience as well on the team.
They are well and truly cooking now.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome pull.
Glad to pick up.
In the middle at Smith. Big rip by Jadeja to bring that one down.
And great pressure on the mark to really stop that first break throw.
And a big rip by Jadeja.
It's going left.
Looking for Hogan.
Have it.
Oh, the wind again. Just tipped up that edge.
Slightly too much. I reckon if he was closer, he would have laid out for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hogan loves to get horizontal. He's got that dog in him.
Oh,
Hawthorne there.
there.
Oh, an unfortunate. A wonderful cut. Zamri getting wide open once again. Jadeja picking up the disc here. Looking long. Looking for Hogan once again.
And it's going to be picked up again, but this time...
Just out the back of the end zone.
Great vision though again. Once again, that trust in your players. Great teamwork.
Kieran Hawthorne walking this disc up.
Cut's already coming. Oh, the quick hammer. And Rachel Larkin gets in there.
And straight through, creating that space, stretching the stack deep. Great work by Rachel Larkin there.
Into the middle for Smith. Looking for Jadeja once again.
So casual with that catch. And just a little dishy pass. There we go, it worked out.
Exactly.
It worked out to Hogan.
Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm.
And here we go, we have a half time right now.
Fantastic. Okay, next it's half time now, so we'll be back with you in a few minutes' time. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in.
Bye.
everybody, and welcome back to beautiful sunny Wellington in Awakarangi Park at the Div 2 Nationals for New Zealand Ultimate. I am Lucy Ashford, and I am here with my amazing co-hosts.
Oh, thanks for gassing us up. My name is Sean Gardner.
And my name's Oliver Swanson.
And we're very glad that you could join us today. So we're just coming back into the second half of Equilibrium Luminance versus Patchwork. Score is currently 7-5 to Equilibrium. And we're definitely, the game is heating up. Would you not agree, Sean?
I would absolutely agree. It is well and truly underway, this game. We are seeing a lot of fight from both teams to get the scoreboard up and running. It's going to be a absolute dogfight in this second half, I'm feeling. It's going to be nice, close contest. Both teams look like they really want it, so
Absolutely.
let's see. We're going to see who wants it more in the second half.
Well, exactly. And we've got some great players on both teams, a lot of experience. Patchwork are obviously a pickup team, but honestly, like, you would not know it the way they are playing. They've got great connections. I think they're only going to grow in confidence. Yeah, it's going to be
great kit.
Yeah,
The
great
kit's
kit.
actually
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I love that.
Yeah, we're seeing some lovely work from Patchwork. A lot of players creating really good space. A couple that come to mind, Zamri and my apologies, Sam Rulman as well, another one. Kieran Hawthorne putting in a lot of work. We're going to see if those players step up as well and continue to play well in the second half.
You could say they're doing patchwork.
Oi.
Sorry.
Here we see the
I'm getting some suspicious looks.
Here we see the ball go up.
Equilibrium is coming down on defense in that classic zone again. Sean, do you mind telling us what a zone is?
Big throw going up. Yes, absolutely. And we're seeing, yes, as Ollie has said, Equilibrium in that zone. Looks like a 3-3-1 zone, so they have 3 players up the front in a inverted V shape. You can see Womack number 34 leading the way, being the spear of what they typically call the arrowhead. Then you have your 3 defenders in the middle, your 2 wings, and a heart or a middle. And then you have your deep player. In this case, you may be able to see number 56 getting to work here.
Oh.
And what a rip from Hubbard to get past that zone, finding that gap. And in that zone, you want to be taking away players that come into your space or into your zone to shut down as many options as possible, but also allowing for switches between players and passing of offenders. So if someone were to come from a wing zone into the middle, you'd want to move, you'd want to be communicating with your fellow defender to pick up and switch on players.
So are you marking a space or a player?
You ideally a player. Ideally a player. Any player that comes into your space, you want to be picking them up. If you have no one in your zone, or let's say, for example, if the disc is on the sideline and there is no one around you, you will ideally want to try and find someone to pick up or just cause as much chaos as possible. But what a lovely rip from Hubbard to put Patchwork on the board. It's a 1-score game.
Oh, it's getting hotter. It looks like... Can't quite see there who's got the disc.
You can see Larkin there giving some orders to her Equilibrium line. They are ready to come down to hopefully put one away. Brazil coming on with the disc there, giving it to Chambers. Big shot going up.
Oh.
Cohen getting horizontal for it. Can't quite get it. That's another turnover. Here you can see again on the replay, and Blake Chambers, he loves that IO forehand.
He does. That was quite a low one. He was really making Cohen work for that one.
Into the middle. Finding Hubbard there. A disc swing to Sam Rollman, looking for Hawthorne. Can't quite get it. Instead finding Durney.
Has put away the zone this time. They're playing just general match, which means that they're all sticking to a player. And you can see that they're generally trying to force away from the camera right now, which means they're orientating themselves on the closest to us side, and they're forcing them to throw those forehands into the wind.
You see an unfortunate turnover there. You see equilibrium. McClanahan picking up the disc, putting up a big shot, finding Cohen in the end zone, and what a lovely throw.
Fantastic.
Equilibrium go 8-6 over Patchwork.
Ooh,
Still in it.
Still
Patchwork
anyone's
is still in
game.
it, yep.
absolutely.
What a lovely throw from McClanahan.
Oh yeah, just curving around.
And great pressure on the
Perfect.
defense though.
Oh,
Coming
definitely.
around and trying to bid on that disc.
And that's what makes it such a nice throw, is it's got that slide edge so it goes over the defender.
Just leading in front.
McClanahan and Cohen, they've been playing with each other for a while now. They play in social leagues together. I believe they also go to Wellington College together, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. They definitely train a lot together at both Equilibrium and the juniors training, the under 20 juniors training, which is a very awesome initiative brought forward by a couple of alumni players.
Oh, fantastic. And that explains why they've got such great connections.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic to see the youth coming through and up the ranks and playing at these national tournaments.
Definitely.
The future of the sport is in good hands.
We have Blake Chambers for the pull, and he is pulling upwind slightly. Patchwork is signaling that they're ready.
Chambers winding up.
Ooh, beautiful backhand pull.
Lovely,
Lovely height to that.
lovely float.
They're going to be down there setting a mark already, which is awesome.
Hearn with a quick swing, finding Rawman, finding Beswick, and a big shot going up down the sideline. Wide open is Sardon.
So Quilly has been doing his zone this point. It's been pretty fast movement from Patchwork, so it'll be interesting to see if they put it away this close to the end zone.
Swinging once again for Beswick. A great pickup by Rawman.
They have switched to match, it seems.
I mean, that for our viewers at home is quite a usual thing to do when you're that close to the end zone.
Amazing pressure from Gus right there. Is it in? That's the question.
That is the question.
I believe they're calling that one out.
Oh.
Ooh,
That's quite
dicey.
Yeah.
Jadeja to pick up the disc. It has been called a turnover.
So for those at home, the outline is considered out. So if you are standing on the outline and you catch the disc, you are considered out.
Hammer once again from Chambers. That's a lovely put as well.
Oh,
Oh, and
straight
Nixon has to go for this one.
Oh.
It's got a little bit of float to it.
It's a wonderful option though. Cohen floated that out beautifully for Nixon.
Yeah.
Will they be setting up their zone again? They put it away close to the end zone, but now that they're at Patchwork's end zone, it may be a good shout to. It seems like they've pulled it out.
It does look like that typical 3-3-1 zone from Equilibrium, and they are going to be playing out of that. Briggs finding the disc in the middle of the field. Having once again having the tall timber up front for Equilibrium. Cohen getting nice and big on the mark.
And just taking his time to keep
And his
And there's that tall timber.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that limb.
my bad.
Goodness.
Lucy said
Oh.
it perfectly earlier. You can't teach height.
No.
Struck up the line, looking for
Oh.
Chambers. Just out of reach. And it's a wonderful shot from Jadeja. Rawman running this one up to the line. They want to take it quickly here. Patchwork swinging it wide. Looking for Beswick now.
That zone having to keep up. We've got 3 deep versus 1 defender, but the disc does not go. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, but Jadeja.
And of course,
Jadeja's there once again.
would you expect anything less?
Oh.
Absolutely not.
Oh, Romans. Oh. I think there was a call there.
Oh, we are
Is this
seeing a
an
call
injury?
here.
Or a cramp? Maybe slightly rolled ankle or something?
and swinging that round, that beautiful movement for these three handlers. That zone doing its job, pushing them, straight through the middle.
Wonderful 1-2s from
Yeah.
Hearn and Beswick, finding Zhang there,
Oh,
swinging it back to Beswick and finding Briggs on that sideline. They are swinging this disc wonderfully, Patchwork are.
Some awesome flow to get around that zone. It goes up.
once again.
Jadeja there once again to cause the disruption and get a turnover.
Really is quite the beast in the deep space.
He is owning that space.
And I believe
He's purchased land there by the sounds of it. No one's allowed there.
I believe Kinross was also there to follow up and make sure that it definitely hit the ground. It was definitely a turn.
Finding that
That's great.
IO shot now.
Oh, great move
Brazo.
there.
Looking for the hammer.
Jadeja in the middle of the park. Finding Cohen now.
These young three really controlling the game.
Shot going up, looking for Nixon.
Oh, great.
Amazing.
Get a piece of it. It was Briggs.
Oh.
But Nixon rally manages to get it down. Finding Kinross in the end zone, I believe.
And
That
technically,
combo.
because Kinross got the second touch in the D,
Oh, that's
bookends.
It's a bookends.
yeah. I've got to say, the way they stretched that deep and then brought it down was fantastic. Just like, yeah, great work.
And I believe a timeout has been called. Alrighty, during this timeout, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to roll some ads, so we'll be right back.
Nabisco Electric, become a member.
Is that all the ads?
And we are back from that timeout with Equilibrium Luminance versus Patchwork. Score is currently 9-6 to Equilibrium, and this game is still anybody's. That scoreboard does not reflect how hard I would say both teams are fighting for this win.
Yeah, well said, Lucy. It's definitely a very, very close contest. We've seen some very close scores, a lot of intense Ds. It is an absolute fight out there.
I agree.
And it's only going to get better.
I've got to say I've really enjoyed as well, you know, everybody is using everybody on their team. Both teams are really working it through, you know, every single player. They're really, that flowy movement up the field, those long shots to their open receivers, it's quite spicy.
Playing with all their players, especially playing mixed.
Exactly.
Yes. There is some obvious connections between some of those younger boys in Equilibrium, but they're still utilizing all the ladies as well, which is awesome to see, especially at such a young age.
Absolutely.
Yeah, both teams spreading this disc really well and using the full width of the field as well. The full width and the full length as well. We've seen a lot of big shots go up.
We really have, which is also great because, you know, obviously they're capitalizing on the fact that the gusts have sort of given us a bit of a break. They're really going for it. We've seen, some hammers even. So, yeah, it's definitely anybody's game.
And of course, we saw a lot of talking from the captains of Equilibrium and Patchwork then. What do you think Patchwork is thinking right now? What do you think they're telling their team?
Ooh, if I was talking to my team, I'd be saying we are still in this game. We still have plenty of options. Keep fighting, and we can do this.
Absolutely.
I think the biggest thing for Patchwork right now is just keep bringing that energy. As we've noted before, they're causing and creating a lot of turnovers
Absolutely.
against this Equilibrium team. They are getting a lot of good opportunities on the disc. They just need to keep the energy up, keep their focus up, and they're going to see them. We're going to see them put more points on that board.
You may have just seen the Equilibrium players doing some hand gestures. So in mixed ultimate, you play with one gender majority, and they were just establishing which gender is the majority for this point. So if they've got their hands on their head, that means dudes. If they've got their hands to their sides, that means ladies.
Especially in mixed ultimate, because it is only 7-a-side. There isn't an even amount of players on the field, or an even amount of genders. So you need to, there are allocations for genders.
Absolutely.
4 and 3 at any given time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You could see manager Diaf once again on the line there, giving his Equilibrium team the rundown, what he wants to see.
Great pull to start the point. We're starting on a woman's point, which means that a woman must pull. And we see Equilibrium coming out in that zone again, that 3-3-1, with the long hands of Tom Womack up front.
Big shot through the middle. And it's brought down. Hames bringing that one down on that lovely inside shot from Hawthorn. Buck on the disc now, swinging it back to Hawthorn, who's been an absolute workhorse for this team so far. Getting very involved.
Patchwork is so consistent at just moving that disc around the zone, moving it back and forth until they find an opening. And taking those openings. We saw Stephen Buck just wanted one. They're just waiting until somebody hits that middle spot.
They've got wonderful patience and wonderful discipline as well, not putting up anything that isn't on. They're more than happy to work this disc and just keep it in hand. Big shot going up. Unfortunately, through the hands. A wonderful look, wonderful vision by Hawthorn once again.
I would have really liked to see some more swings off the sideline closest to the camera, just to get movement properly going. But what they were doing, keeping the disc alive, was awesome.
Jadeja on the disc now for this Equilibrium team. I'm going to see a pick call.
Called.
Oliver, what's a pick?
So as Lucy said before, it's when you are impeded from following your player, and you either think you would have had a bid on it, or you would be closer so that you could set a mark earlier. You can call a pick, and you can either catch up, or if you believe you would have had a bid on it. Oh, there's another call. We'll just talk about this real quick. It seems to be a foul called, and it has been contested, which means that it will go back to the thrower.
Almost as if the play never happened, correct, Oliver?
Essentially, yes. But they had a little conversation about it. That's the awesome thing about Ultimate. It's self-officiated. You get to explain your side, and you get to take them back if you believe that you're wrong. You can retract a call, and it's super awesome.
Here we see play restarting. Smith on the disc here, finding Jadeja up line. And another shot going up, but just out the back.
But again, trusting those receivers, putting it out into space, and trusting that they're going to be the ones that come down with it.
This Equilibrium team has a lot of height, so they've got a bit more lenience with what shots they can put up.
Yes, and they can all read a disc very well, even in this windy condition, because we're from Wellington. Windy Wellington.
We see Buck on the disc looking for Hawthorn and swinging it now. Indeed there by
Really
Smith.
Really good to acknowledge that it wasn't on the ground yet, and it could have been anyone's disc.
Oh, and a slight miscommunication there.
We've got one Patchwork going deep, but unfortunately no one had the disc in their hand at the time.
Yeah, Hames was running long. She got on her bike for that one. She put the wheels on. I'm going to see Patchwork once again, patient with this disc, just happily moving it up.
There's some air under that disc, but the Patchwork offender just comes down with it.
What a grab!
Really good determination to just keep that disc in hand.
Incredible catch by Dooney there. Great focus as well to keep that play alive after the disc got tipped. You're finding him once again. Durney through the middle. Buck with a big fake shot going long, finding Briggs instead. In the middle, DeRuyter looking long here. Tried to find Hames, but unfortunately the disc turns a little bit in the wind.
Just rolls over a little bit too much.
And goes to ground. Jadeja going to pick this disc up for the equilibrium offense. Finding Smith up line. And back into the middle for Jadeja. Always a danger when Jadeja's on the disc. He's got a big bag. As you can see here, he's put up a long one. Womack just out of the hands. What a great chase down from him. And we're going to see Hawthorn picking up the disc and moving it quickly.
Patchwork moving it very quickly. Picking it up and saying, yep, we're going with this. We're going to do it before equilibrium sets up that zone.
And a big shot. Here we go.
Great read.
Finding him.
It was going to be slightly short.
Durney again, finding wide open space.
Kieran and Buck, Hawthorn and Buck really controlling this Patchwork offense. Being chilly with the disc, keeping it alive.
Big shot into the end zone. DeRuyter coming down with it for the score. Patchwork put one on the board.
That was quite a tough point. I believe that was quite a long point.
That was quite a long point. It definitely felt like a long point. It's hard going in these conditions as well. Points definitely feel longer than they are. The sun's really beaming down.
It is really beaming
it's
down.
Quite warm. And that wind picking up. Great work from Patchwork.
I believe we have another lady point, which means we've got a lady pulling. Equilibrium coming out on offense. Patchwork again on defense. Just waiting for both teams to be ready.
We see Beswick here on screen. She's been putting in a big shift. She's getting a lot of handler work. She's picking up some great pulls as well, giving the Patchwork defense wonderful time to set up with the amount of float that she puts on and the distance that she gets on them as well.
Absolutely, like this pull right now.
Just like this one.
Some great float. We're going to have defense almost set up before the disc was even live.
Finding Davidson in the middle of the field there, looking for some support. And finding Smith. Upline strike from Chambers. Big shot going up.
Big shot. It's got a lot of air under it. A lot of bodies under it as well.
Oh, nearly into the hands of Kinross.
Great pressure from the defense of Patchwork right then.
And Beswick picking up the disc. Looking for
DeRuyter.
DeRuyter.
Almost the run through.
And falling into the hands of number 13, Harley Hubbard.
Patchwork really looking for just solid cuts right now. Jamming it down the jam hole, some would say.
Finding Ruhlman here. They're only a couple of feet away from the end zone.
That is not in. I believe he thought it was in for the first second. Thankfully, he did not spike it. That would be a heartbreak. Great pressure from Equilibrium defense.
Yeah, way to really shut down that that open sideline after Patchwork were working it up there quite easily for a while there. Equilibrium with a quick pass into the middle, looking for Chambers, finding him. And moving it on to Hogan, who's on the disc now.
Working to get away from this end zone. They definitely don't want to turn it down here. We've seen that Patchwork can take advantage of that. Can and will take advantage of that.
Braza with all sorts of space there. She was wide open. And back into the middle for Hogan.
Trying to quarterback the team a little bit right now.
Smith on disc looking for Brazo. Puts up a shot looking for the continuation to Hogan. Catches the wind a little bit. And it's D'd there by Zamri.
It's awesome to see 6 players below that, all wanting a piece of that disc. And there we go. There we go. It's anyone's game.
Strap yourselves in, folks. Here we go.
I believe that's 8-9 to equilibrium.
And DeRuyter coming down with that one again off the pass from, I believe it was Hearn. And it was nice and easy.
Get a little replay of it.
The D from Zamri there. Finding Hearn in wide open space.
So lovely.
DeRuyter
making that.
just making that cut.
Everyone making that
front
cut.
of the end zone.
But DeRuyter was there first. Awesome. And we are coming out in our first male point, which means we will have 4 males on each team, on each line. And we can see Kieran Hawthorne with the disc intending to pull in a few.
Beautiful day here in Awakirangi Park. This guy is out. The sun is shining. There ain't no fake clouds here, mate.
We can see Stephen Buck calling a line for the Patchwork team. And on the other side, which we can't see at the moment, we can see Clayton, the team manager, giving some words of wisdom to Quilly, to Equilibrium.
He's obviously heard your comments. He's tucked his shirt in.
Oh, what a handsome man.
You see Kieran winding up for a big pull.
Great pull into the wind. It did gust a little bit as he pulled that.
Just gonna roll, stop at about halfway, give or take. And Chambers coming over to pick up the disc once again. Chambers putting in a lot of work for this Equilibrium team. He's a key handler for them at the moment. Also a U20s rep.
He was just waiting for someone to go long. Oh, there is a pick call.
Nearly into the hands of Cohen, who puts his body on the line to try and get that one. Unfortunately, just out of reach.
And the pick call was retracted, as it was a turn anyway.
Nearly, very nearly getting that one.
Is that his second layout today?
I believe so.
He wants it.
He is hungry for it, that's for sure.
2 wide open cuts coming under.
Wonderful throw by Hawthorne there to find Zardon. Up line here.
Oh, he has to get on.
It will go out.
It is out.
Just catching the wind, unfortunately.
And instantly brought back in by Cohen.
Looking for options here. I think
fishy.
I think Hawthorne got a touch on that disc. Finding Brazow. Chambers once again looking for that hammer, fakes it. IO break. Finding Womack and looking in the end zone for Cohen again. Just out of reach once again. Cohen with great separation. All sorts of room to work there.
A little bit too much heat on the disc on that one. Kieran walking it in.
Looking middle, Zamri once again wide open. Finding Ruhlman now.
Ruhlman looking for a reset.
A great pickup by Hawthorne there.
We have quite a few Patchwork offenders behind the disc. I'm not sure if that's intentional.
Big shot. Hawthorne to Ruhlman. And a continuation. Zardon's under it. And comes down with it.
And it is 9-9.
Here we go. It ain't
Patchwork
over
is working.
until it's over. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great game here for you.
A nail
It
biter.
continues to get more exciting.
Oh my goodness, and now we are Equilibrium versus Patchwork, 9-8 to Equilibrium. This game is spicy and hot.
I believe it's 9-9.
I believe it is 9-9. It just hasn't been
Really?
updated just yet.
Oh my
A
goodness.
nail biter. Has there been another timeout called?
It would seem so.
I would seem so. So on that note, we'll be back in a few seconds after we run a quick ad.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
And we are back after that quick ad. So while we're here, we just want to say thank you to one of our sponsors. So we've got Low Cost Pins. So thank you very much for keeping the event tidy. Definitely something that, you know, as Kiwis, we're all here for.
Tidy Kiwis and all that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a tournament with 3 separate bins for recycling general rubbish. And what is the other one?
I believe it's organics.
Organics.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, no, they've...
Composting.
Yeah. They really put in the work, Equilibrium. Equilibrium is hosting this event, if you didn't know. Special shout out. You might have just heard it. Special shout out to Emily Dinsdale, who just blew the hooter. She has been running this event tirelessly over the last however many hours, and she's put in so much work to get it ready.
Absolutely, she's doing a fantastic job. I believe her and Rachel Larkin are the hosts.
I believe
of
so,
this
yes.
tournament. Yes, yes. They have done such a great job. And also thanks again to one of our other sponsors. So we've got Pub Charity for providing that second field on Saturday. Thank you so much for that. We couldn't have so many teams playing and have such a fantastic array of amazing Ultimate to watch if we didn't have that second field.
Absolutely. As Oliver said, the hooter has just gone off, which does indicate soft cap.
Ooh.
So it is. We will be playing this point and then adding 1 to the highest score.
So it'll be a game to 11.
11.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's anyone's game.
The comeback train is well and truly underway. Welcome back to the booth, Lucy.
Oh, thank you very much.
You've come in at a great time.
I really have. It's a nail biter.
You may see everyone putting their hands on their head. They're signaling that it is the second male's point. That's what I was talking about before. We've got 2 fingers there as well, just so that we know that it's the second point. Stephen Buck seems to be pulling this one. Coming downwind on defense against Equilibrium.
Looks to be a fairly strong Equilibrium line here. We see McClanahan, Kinross, Jadeja, Hogan, McLeod, Nixon, and Cohen on the line.
Oh yeah.
Lots of tall players, lots of height.
Whoa. Once again, it's always great. So once again, that is a game to 11. Stephen Buck putting up the pull. Oh, and it's a beauty.
A monster pull.
Jadeja to receive it.
And he catches the pull. We see some quick movement from Equilibrium here to get it out of that end zone. Slowed down a little bit.
Great movement there by Mel McLeod. Great cut across. Oh, great take.
One unfortunately just goes to turf. Big opportunity for Patchwork here. Beswick on the disc. Looking for,
Oh,
unfortunately looking for Doran, but it's read beautifully by Cohen. Comes down with it. Looking for McClanahan.
great take there.
And a big shot.
Oh.
Looking for Hogan,
Ooh.
who backs up and catches it comfortably.
And
And
we're
a
in double
nice
digits.
spike as well.
Oh, and that was a beautiful play. And again, just showing you, we were saying earlier about that ability to just switch between O and D quickly.
Correct.
Another wonderful put by McClanahan.
So we're now going to a game to 11. Equilibrium needs to break and score this point. In order to win this game, Patchwork must score 2.
Patchwork score this point, and it goes to Universe.
Which we've seen them do already. We've seen them fight back from 2-point deficit.
Oh, a team with a lot of mental resilience, a lot of determination. Just makes for a really exciting game of Ultimate. Oh, that put was beautiful.
That's a lovely shot.
Yeah.
Gave Hogan all sorts of time to get himself ready, get under it.
And once again, just that little bit of edge to get it over the defender. Just a beautiful put and a great read. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Amen.
So the rest of the game will be played female majority points. This is the first female point, and the next one after this, if there is one, will also be a woman majority.
Big pull coming up from Smith.
Oh yeah, great pull.
We're going to see Hearn walking to pick up the disc.
Oh, it looks like they're using their zone again, Equilibrium.
Swing into the middle for Hadzia.
Trying to put that pressure on Patchwork. Hearn is one of those players though, he's full of surprises, a lot of experience there, can weave it straight through the middle.
He's been handling for years. His bag is big and it is expansive.
Oh, great put there by Ruhlman, great vision.
Finding Dooney in some good space in the middle of the park. Swing it to the sideline now as Briggs.
Oh, they really are working it around that zone very nicely.
I'm not sure if Equilibrium notices, but we have got a very poached player in the back.
Oh. And unfortunately just catching a little bit of edge. Larkin picking up a big shot looking for Hogan. Oh, it's just fading out, unfortunate.
That was a great look, a good option.
Looked for the nail in the coffin. And the fireworks on this game with an exclamation point to finish it off, and unfortunately just fading out, catching the wind a little bit.
Great pressure there from Hadzia as well to identify to drop onto that player. So she dropped off her marking the person who had the disc and went for the receiver.
Yeah, picked up the biggest threat down there, and we all know Hogan's been.
Oh yeah.
He's been lurking down there all game.
This is going to be a tough corner to get out of, with Hogan on the mark with his very expansive arms.
Oh, if anyone can do it, I reckon it's Hearn.
We go backwards is fine.
Oh,
great pickup by Roman. She's done it again. She's done it again.
Oh, and through the middle again to Hearn. Great vision.
And cool.
Great flow.
Quick movement here from Patchwork. The lovely 1-2s.
Got a threat as well going deep here from Hubbard.
Yeah, again, two deep threats. Equilibrium having to send another player back from that middle 3, which is opening up Ruhlman to receive on the side.
Oh, and just bounces out of the hands, unfortunate. Once again, lovely patience and swinging of the disc from Patchwork.
Absolutely.
To spread out this Equilibrium zone and this defense.
Oh, and here we go now. Can Equilibrium translate this?
Equilibrium coming out with a very early cut. Ruhlman shutting it down, poaching off the front of stack.
Patchwork putting a lot of pressure on Equilibrium here.
Some awesome speed from these two with the disc at the moment. Hogan and Jadeja.
Jadeja.
Oh, and he
Gus.
puts it up. Oh, just a little too much.
I would have liked to see a couple more players get involved in that play, to be honest. There was a lot of players right in front, open.
Yeah, it's that end zone eyes that we all suffer from.
Looking for Hogan once again in that deep space.
Yep.
He has
Hogan's
been
back there.
the first read. If he's back there, I'll put it.
Yep.
He's down there somewhere.
And we see a coming out on his own Equilibrium in this corner. Patchwork working it through.
Oh, Roman
Finding
so
again.
poached here. Oh,
Hearn wants it, sends it. Jadeja's down there,
Oh.
and he rips it down.
Once again, just showing his amazing read on the disc.
He has owned that piece of land down there in that deep space.
Absolutely.
No one is getting past him easily. he gets horizontal for it too.
He wants this point. He is working.
He is putting in a big shift here. Through the middle, Hogan finding Smith. In all sorts of space, Jadeja coming through, gets looked off. And finding him again, makes that cut under. He is looking tired, you can see his body language.
He wants the hammer.
He's
McLeod is
putting in a big work. Chambers with a big hammer.
Oh!
And just out of the reach of Hogan.
Heartbreak. Are they going to pull out the zone again?
This point continues, folks.
Once again, just two great teams really battling it out.
Patchwork wants this break. No, it's a hold for Patchwork wants this hold.
Yes.
They need to work upwind the entire field against that very strong equilibrium zone.
Coming in is Roman. Swinging it back and swinging it straight back to Roman. Going cross field looking for Hearn, who's in all sorts of real estate.
Yeah,
Gearing up a big
wide
shot.
open.
Finding Briggs instead and looking to go through the middle, and unfortunate from Hadzia, it was in her hands.
Great pressure.
That was great pressure from Equilibrium. They've been putting on incredible pressure this entire game. Jadeja picking up this disc.
Oh, timeout.
And calling a
has been
timeout.
called. Okay, so we're just going to go to a
Quick little ad while
as
we
have
while
it.
we let them have a chat. They have a timeout.
And we'll be back with you in just a second.
The ultimate things in life are free, and we're keeping it that way. Subscribe to keep up with the latest games, tournaments, and community content. Share it with your team and friends, and drop a like to help spread Ultimate to more people. Spread the word, spread the love. ULTI.TV.
Nuts.
You guys are up.
And we are back after that brief ad break. So we're just here. Teams are just taking a timeout after, well, I guess what we could say is a very grueling few points as they battle it out to see who will take the win.
It has been a slog here in the last couple of points. This point in particular, my apologies, this point in particular has been going for a while. Both teams getting some really good chances, really good shots. Equilibrium seem to have the majority of them at the moment, particularly towards the end zone. Constantly looking into that end zone space to look for the win.
Definitely. And still, it really is anybody's game at this point. We've seen some fantastic movement from the whole of both teams. They're using all of their players, all of their options. They're taking those long shots, but also working it up quite clinically. If there's, when each team is using a zone, it's just, really great ultimate to watch.
You can see this huddle at the moment for Patchwork. Oliver, if you're in that huddle, what are you telling the team right now?
Personally, I was trying to listen into the Equilibrium huddle to give you guys at home some live from the field, but I reckon Patchwork is under pressure right now. They're on their end zone. They're on defense. Equilibrium is coming out on offense after this timeout, and Patchwork is under pressure. If Equilibrium scores this, it's game over. So I think Patchwork realizes that they can get the Ds. They've been capable of doing that this entire game. And they're not pulling anything fancy out. They're not doing any zones or anything. They're just playing classic match, and they're getting turns. So I think the biggest thing is get the turn, and then, again, look after the disc. Yeah, work it up safely and soundly.
So once again, for the folks at home, this is a game to 11 because Softcap did go. After a timeout, the offense sets up, and then the defense sets up, depending on how the offense sets up. So yes, that's what we're seeing currently.
I'm curious to see if Equilibrium will call some sort of ISO right here, being so close to the end zone.
That's a good point, actually.
We know that Gus has these throws. He can lead his team out. Do we think it will be Hogan again?
He's been the number one option so far for this Equilibrium line, and I can't say I blame him.
Oh, there
Just
we go.
coming in, Hogan with a big cut.
Ruhlman knew that was coming, and she stood poached in that lane.
Yeah, fantastic defense from Ruhlman.
Once again, faking that hammer. Jadeja on the sideline now. Swinging back into the middle, it's Hogan.
Oh, incredible pressure from Patchwork here. They're pushing them backwards. Oh.
On a turn. Great pressure from Patchwork.
It really was.
This point continues.
The Patchwork sideline is getting excited.
Yeah.
They know that this is their opportunity.
Hearn with the disc now.
Oh,
A quick movement. And they are breaking open this Equilibrium defense. They're finding all sorts of space here.
They are indeed. Again, it's a zone, so once they get that movement going, if they keep the movement going, you always have people trailing you, especially that front three. The Equilibrium zone, when it gets to that far sideline, it seems to invert itself.
Yeah.
So Hogan's on the mark right now, but when they swing it, it seems to be one of those wings or one of those ears that come on the mark.
You can see it here, Larkin on the mark, putting on big pressure against Zamri.
And Hogan's right there, ready when they swing it. So
Back to Zamri. Oh, faking that big throw through the middle.
Through the middle.
Gotta
I'm
say.
sure you can hear it at home, but that is the Equilibrium sideline getting hype.
They are getting loud here. Both teams on the sideline getting massively involved.
Gotta say that was a great poach D as well on that zone from Mel McLeod.
Chambers being chill, making sure that that excitement isn't rolling over too much into...
Here we go. Looking for McLeod in the end zone.
Oh,
She's got it.
Equilibrium's game.
Oh, fantastic.
Putting the exclamation point on this game.
Woo.
She comes down with it and the bookends as well.
That was fantastic.
What
That is the final point of the game.
a game.
Equilibrium up 11-9.
Taking this one 11-9 even.
Taking this one. Really hard work from Patchwork to stay in that game. A pickup team that showed that it doesn't matter if they're a pickup team, they're still going to come out here and hustle.
It's great heart from the Patchwork team and just an incredible display of from both teams resilience and what a game. What a game. I'm on the edge of my seat here, guys.
Oh, thanks very much, guys. So my name's Lucy Ashford and I'm here with
Sean Gardner.
Oliver Swanson.
and we're at the New Zealand Div 2 Ultimate Champs at sunny Awakairangi Park in Wellington. And thank you very much for joining us. And yeah, hopefully see you at the next game.
Absolutely.